Alright, hello everyone out there. This is DayTraderRockStar, and it is Monday, February 25th. For the video is actually for Tuesday the 26th. I had a short day today. I ended up leaving the market around 3 o'clock, and right after I noticed that the market actually closed pretty strong today. It actually closed right up to the major resistance at 1370. Actually closed at 1371, which makes it a very, very interesting trade tomorrow. I've been pushing for the last week and a half. This 1370 area is going to be major resistance. We get a move above that, we should get a nice move up towards the 1396 area, and then from there we'll see what happens. So now we have a situation where tomorrow morning, depending on where we open up with the news and stuff on the futures and stuff, we have a potential. So I'm going to be looking for a move above 1374. 1374 is the number I'm going to be looking for tomorrow for a move higher. Alright, just because we closed at 1371 today, we actually pushed up a little bit higher than that. So look for 1374 tomorrow on the S&P to give us some indication of some strength in the morning. Alright, so we'll start off with that. If you've been watching or trading the markets at DayTradingRadio.com, you've been seeing that, taking a cautious approach has been paying off nicely. The market is starving for news, good news, really. I mean, any type of good news, the market just shoots up there. So it's very hard to be short in this market. Here's a chart of the Nasdaq, and you can see we're just consolidating right underneath the 20-period moving average here, right under 1800 on the NDX, and it is shaping up nice. I mean, I think all these markets are honestly climbing a wall of worry. Even though there's a lot of analysts out there saying we need to retest the lows of January and even head lower. I mean, I've heard some real bearish comments today on CNBC talking about the Dow going down to 11,700 area and stuff. Just hard for me to grasp that. Just because they say there's no negative sentiment. All I hear is negative sentiment out there in the market. So, when I usually see this, and I've been trading the markets quite a bit, the market sets itself up for a surprise explosion rally, which catches people by surprise because everyone's expecting the market to head down lower, yet the market continues to hold on here. So we're holding right under this 1800 level, so I'm going to be watching the Nasdaq tomorrow for a break above 1800. This actually gets some of these stocks starting to move here. Alright, so we're going to watch that level as one of the levels we're going to be watching along with the watch list. Look for 1800 or strength above 1800 in the NDX for a move up. And you also got I just gave you the numbers for the SPX 1374. So let's move on fast with a fast watch list today. Picked up some Nokia today. I like Nokia a lot. I picked it up at $37. I'm going to add to it at 37.60 on a break up at this here. I do like Nokia a lot here. I like it because the stochastics are flattening out up here. This is actually one of the charts that I posted on the site today, and given the why I was interested in it, I like this pattern a lot here. I like the stochastics turning up, staying up at the 80 area, and I really like this one. And my target on this one is about $40. So looking for a nice move in Nokia. It's going to be actually on the 10 for 1,000 list I'm going to put out tonight and send to you. So there's a heads up. I'm going to be adding to my Nokia tomorrow. Another one I am actually invested in, and I do like this formation a lot here, is stochastics are oversold here. Yet we're staying above the low, the recent low in January, and consolidating very tight right under the 20-period moving average here. So I'm looking for a continuation move tomorrow. Stochastics oversold, starting to turn up. I like this a lot. I like for a continuation in SHLD tomorrow. This is going to be one of my plays tomorrow. I do think we're going to get a nice move up on Sears Holding tomorrow, SHLD. So watch that one closely. Here's a new one on the watch list, and again, I've been concentrating on the stochastics here, as I've been seeing some really good plays where the stochastics have been really concentrated and really flattening out on the top here. When they flatten out on the bottom, it's a bearish indicator, and when they flatten out on top, it's a bullish indicator. So here we have Weight Watchers. Again, actually a classic 1, 2, 3, 4 pullback off the highs. A 1, 2, 3, 4 pullback, not really pulling back, showing some support here at 47.25. Stochastics not really pulling back, starting to flatten out here. So going to watch this one tomorrow for a break above previous day's high, which should be 48.32. So say 48.35. We'll look for a continuation to higher here. I like weight watchers here. I think it's going to be a good trade tomorrow. Just watch it. Caterpillar setting up beautiful here. Actually, triggered. The high today was 72.33. I said the trigger was about 72.20. 72.20. As I redid the trigger from last week's watch list, I added on the update, and it's starting to look good. Again, stochastics up here, very flattening out, staying high here, meaning that we're going to have incoming buying pressure coming up. We're going to move. We're starting to move. We're closed above the 200 period moving average. It's going to be a bullish signal, and we're going to look for a continuation tomorrow on Caterpillar, CAT. Here's another one. As you know, I'm going over some of these, which are really starting to look really nice. Oversold stochastics here, that a nice check mark, which I like to see the check mark, meaning that we got a nice buying pressure that came into the stock today. This could be a change of trend here. If you start to look at this downward trend line, you can see we kind of broke out of it. Our next point of resistance will be this 20 period moving average, probably right under 1875, and I'm just looking for this one to continue grinding up here also. I think the bottom is around 1780. So I like all these plays. Hopefully you've gotten into some of them, because I think they're going to start moving now. Dynegy is another one, flattening out stochastics. I got to remember to pronounce that right. Some people have been correcting me on that, and it's just my way of saying that. Anyway, flattening out stochastics, and again, nice consolidation, not really pulling back. I'm looking for actually Dynegy to continue moving up here. Believe it or not, I'm expecting a nice move up here, zoom. So watch Dynegy for a nice breakout. And I think, again, some really good picks here. Let me continue on. I think this was on a watch list I had on yesterday. I mentioned it. Schlumberger, again, another one. As you see, I'm concentrating again on the or the flattening out stochastics up here above the 80 area, above actually about the 70, 75 area. I like when they start flattening out, and I'll give you a good example of that. All right, I'm going to give you a good example of that. Take a look at Alcoa here. All right, when you see that starting to fire up, if you look back right when this thing started firing up and started to flatten out, you could see the continual move we had up, even from the flattening out area right from here, back over a week ago. And now you could see similar chart patterns in SLB here as we start to now get back up to that level. So we're going to probably see a continuation move up here. And there's other ones too, a lot of other ones. Joy Global, flattening out stochastics up here, market about to break out. And there's so many other ones out there. So I'm going to be bringing you these every day. And I think that's going to be it for tonight. I just want to go over mainly another way of reading the stochastics here. Again, let me give you one more. Well, we'll look at this one right here because it has the email on here. Remember, we've always wanted, when you have a stock that's up above the, actually above 40 and heading up to 80, you have a lot of good buying pressure. And when it spreads out like that, that's one good way of reading the stochastics. You start to get a lot of buying pressure. Once it gets up there, you expect to say, all right, I'm going to watch it. It's very overbought, but it doesn't mean that it needs to sell off, because that's another great indication is when the stochastic starts to flatten out and stay up at this level. That means the stock is about to run to new highs and to continue another leg up, and that's very important to be able to see that, and not like just get scared of a stock just because it's up at this level. You got to understand, you might get a pullback if it crosses over, but if you see it start bouncing and starting flattening out up there, so wants to stay up here, that means more and more buying pressure is going to come in. So it's very important to watch those, and I kind of concentrated on those today. So I just want you to take heed in those. And again, I gave you some other ones earlier yesterday. There's some actually on the thing. Here's another one, BCH, but we won't get into that one right now. Let's just stick. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow morning. DayTradingRadio.com. I'm on the air from 8 o'clock to about 4 o'clock every day. A lot of people have been leaving me questions via YouTube, as I post a lot of these videos on YouTube. I would just suggest that you could email me at ironaction@yahoo.com, because whenever I try to answer back on YouTube, it gives me an error message, and I just don't have the time to redo everything and find your email and stuff. So, oh, that was my time limit. See, I got a time limit, and lets me know when my video ran out of time. So I better close it up here. 10 minutes is up. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning on the market. This is Day Trader Rockstar signing off. Have a great trading day tomorrow. Look for an update tomorrow.